Hello, how everybody? Just setting up at the moment to be welcome back to Axion token price 1 hour priced and auction chat. Got a few topics, upgrades here, plus auction charts. So I'm just going to wait to make sure my audio is coming through. So hopefully that works. Welcome everybody. Hey Alex, nice to see you. So the audio seems to be working well, so that's neat. I'm just going to post this in Discord. So here we go. Let's have a look at the price there. We're at 00036, so that's great. The auction is on, and we're got 3.8 million up, and there's already 4.77 ETH with a auction price of 808,000 Axion, plus obviously 10% bonus if you're using the referral below. Obviously the Uniswap price is better, so the daily auctions with these smaller values are not as great as just buying on market, but the mega auction is coming up on Friday the 27th, so that's in 2 days time. So well, about an hour and 1 day and 5 hours or something like that away, so that's pretty cool. Those are the big ones to enter. We're going to talk about that today. We've also got the Uniswap, talk about the Axian stacks, and of course some sneak previews with some insights into the auction so far and the charts. So we're going to get into deep dive into that, and obviously we're going to post in the chat at the moment. So I'm just going to let people know that the auction is on, that the live stream is on, and we'll just post that at the moment. So here we are. Let's post that away. You can get this live stream going. Just posting that live on the chat, so give it a like on the give it a like on the site there. Be nice, and I might add a little Axian heart. Let's go for gold. Let's have a good chat session. Really enjoying these actually. It's been a good surprise. So let's get into it now. We'll go back to the price chart. I'm going to close off that one. And here we are. So we're at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. See the blue lines? So that's the bottom, and we've got the top of the. So we're just going to bounce off that. We lost the uptrend. Just going to see who's online. Food TV, good to see you. Nice to see you, Alex. Audio is good. Oh, fantastic. Hex Ed, dude, it was cool to see you in Crypto Copy stream, being cool and offering value. You could bring us all together. Thank you. Yeah, oh, appreciate that. Nice one. Yeah. Pedro DS, hello. Good night. Oh, so quick, Pedro. Oh, is it a good night? You're not leaving us straight away, are you? It's not. I don't know what time of day it is where you are, but it's yeah, we're just getting into it. It's daytime here for sure. So we got 15 people on live stream. Nice. Let's keep building that and spread the word. So looking good. Now I wanted to get into a few things, so obviously let's get straight into discussion. I'll try and read some of the comments in the chat just after we go through a bit of these. So we had a nice up. This is the hourly chart, and I'll leave the link in the description below. I'll just put the price chart in there. You can follow along on your computer and check it out. So that's the price chart. Pedros, no, I'm staying for a bit. Oh, nice, Pedro. It's always good to have you. So we're going to get into that. So we lost that upswing there, and now it's moving sideways. So it's still a higher low. So the low is still in here. So let me just put in that. So we had this higher low, and then now we've got this higher low kind of thing here, slightly higher. So that's pretty cool. I'll just pull that down. So we've got higher lows, but now we're tracking sideways. So we take a point at these things here. We're pretty much tracking sideways. It looks like we're in this channel. So we'll just see. We've got the in less than what, about an hour and 1 day and 5 hours. We've got the big mega auction. So 12.5 billion. Axion up for grabs. So let's see what happens there. I'm expecting. Let's have a look here. So I'm expecting that to happen up there somewhere in the future. So if we go to the daily one, 24 hours. We'll stretch that out. So what's the 15th, 26th, 27th? No, that's not going on. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not missing the days there. Let me just check out of there. 29th, jumping to the 29th. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Go to the 1 hour again. Scroll that back up. Nice. This here is in the chat. Get out, love the chill jazz music. Yeah, it's really hard to choose the right music for these things, but I think it's just a reasonably nice, relaxing vibe for the live stream. Like these 1 hour sessions, they're quite cool. And I saw earlier there was a number of things to the live stream. Did anyone watch that? A number of things. He did one. So let me know in the chat if you were watching that. I did watch that for a little bit too. I just caught the end of it though, unfortunately. Just when I logged on. So let's have a quick look. I wanted to have a look at the auction. Obviously it's got 4.77 in there. Not changing too much. But we've got the cool thing about this is that we've got the first thing I want to do is some of the upgrades have been implemented. So now we've got a whole history. We've got weekly written under the weekly auction, so that was that big 14.2 billion. Now we've got the one coming up weekly, and it's got the right dates on it. But, it was a bit confusing, the dates before. But now we have the right dates. They would always flip over to the next, the previous day. It was a bit disorientating, but now really nice. So I hope everyone's enjoying that. What else we got? So that's looking good. They've cleaned up the sent button, so that looks really good too. Not sure what's happened to my balance there, but it's disappeared. So it's got the sent button, so that's pretty neat. It might be on a different wallet. I'm not sure what I've done there. A bit weird. And so Axion stats, we're still looking good. 265 billion Axion in total, so it's gone up slightly from yesterday. Market cap circulating is 45 billion, looking good. 15,500 stakes, still nice. And 53.8, so it's slightly, stake percentage is slightly under yesterday, which was about 54.4 from memory, so just slightly below that. And I hope you guys have been getting into the into Discord and getting involved there. It's really the main place now that people are communicating, so it's pretty neat to get in there. Jubin's on too, Jack, so that's pretty neat. So we're enjoying that, and AK8 is on there as well. So let's just jump into the charts for the auction. I wanted to give a few insights in the auction. Now the one thing I haven't got on here I'm going to put in is the actual Uniswap price at the end of the day. So I'm going to populate that for every day, and I'll bring that into another video. But basically what you're seeing in the chart is the number of days in the auction. So we're in day 12 at the moment. So we're in day 12, and obviously the 25th, 11th, the blue means it's not finished yet. But you can see the auction amount that was in there, okay, in millions. So we had that big 14.2 billion auction, and the rest of the days you can see the lower small day auctions. So we've had the ETH that's gone in there is in this column. So we had 38.93 ETH. You can see them totaled up there, and so forth. So and then you can see the ratio of Axion per ETH. So the ratio of Axion per ETH that was in the auction as a straight ratio, but of course the actual Axion per ETH is different, and you can see that's in this column here. Okay, so on the big mega auction we got 1.87 million per ETH, so that's the best day so far. Clearly the daily auctions get oversubscribed, so the rate you don't get as good ratio of Axion per ETH. So it's very important that people understand the auctions. Okay, the mega auctions do better than Uniswap. So 1.8 million or 1.9 million plus you get 10% is better than the Uniswap price on the day. So that day it was the Uniswap price was 1.25 million. So I want people to really get home how the auctions are working, because obviously you want the best value for each person that gets involved. So that doesn't mean that some of the daily smaller ones with the smaller amounts, and we're at 16, 5, 7.2, 9.8 million. Because this one here is like 800 times or more bigger than some of the daily auctions, so there's a lot in there. And what happens is that about 10.8 billion of that got overflowed to the following week, which is what we've got coming up on the 27th, so which is going to be the 27th coming up. So this is what actually happened. Now 20% of the Ethereum, so this column here has got the Ethereum in it, 20% went to the team. So the team is made based on the current calculations of all these 419 Ethereum, 0.4. At the current price is about 574 Ethereum, means that the team's made about $240,000 to help fund the project. Obviously they've also got their 17 million in the debt fund, which is I think related to their 50 billion original Hex 2T, which is Hex 3T, which is Axion. So that's how that's played out. 80% of the Uniswap buys, this is how much. We've had 1,677 Ethereum go onto market buys over the last 12 days. We've had, and that's been close, just under $1 million US now has gone into market buys. So that's pretty cool. I don't think you've seen these figures anywhere else, so I thought it'd be cool to provide them to you. I'm going to do, like I say, add in the actual Uniswap thing so you can see what auction days you win on. But really, the mega day is, by my count, is the only one that's that you've done better than Uniswap by quite a bit. Uniswap was 1.2, plus if you get 1871 plus 10%, you're really killing it on those. So we've got a mega auction coming up in just over a day on the 27th. So that's got 12.5 billion in it. So that's pretty cool. Pretty good time to buy right now. Yeah, for sure. On market, it's a pretty good buy. Better value when you're already staked. Yeah, definitely. And the big mega auctions are passing a lot of that Ethereum that buys on the market. The Axian is going to stakers on the particular reward day. So if people are not familiar, on the reward pool is based on the interest plus the Axian bought on market from the auctions, and that goes into the reward pool for today. So if you stake that day, you're going to get that benefit. It back calculates it, and you obviously get that when the stake matures. So it goes back and checks all the days of the reward pools and your shares of your amount of shares versus the total shares on that day. That's how it works. Hopefully that is easily explained. So this one here is the actual actually has because it's oversubscribed. They're the same. Okay. But then on the actual mega day, that's based on people that had 1 ETH in. So that's based on the live stream. We had 2 people that had 1 ETH in, and that's what they told us they got. That at the end of the auction, they got 1.87 in the actual auction. So that's how that works. Okay. So that's that was about 50% higher than the Uniswap price at the time. So definitely that was undersubscribed. So undersubscribed gave a better result than market on the day. These were all these other days here. These ones, all the smaller ones, which you can see have got small amounts of Axion available, were oversubscribed. People putting over amounts of Ethereum in, and you can see that here. So that's how this column is worked out. Hopefully that helps. Right, so that's a manual figure there. Yeah. Hope that answered to you, Michael. Definitely a good time to get your stakes in. Keep in mind we're moving fast, so much more is to come. True. Ivan of Tech videos coming out, and we've got some big YouTubers that are promoting, so it's pretty neat. Alex, watched Monday's show. It was quite good. Love the positivity and backstory from the crew. That's Axion tonight he's talking about. So that's just the first show they've done every Monday, I believe. Seems like most of the folks are coming from Hex. Yep, the Hex onboarding is really important and is pretty positive. Really hope both communities can get along. Yep, I don't see any problem. I think it's about just a dialogue and just maybe closing down people that are really being negative about, Richard Hart or stuff like that. It's just unnecessary. Both projects are good in the space, and both projects share a lot of people that are interested in both of them, in my view. So we just need to get along and push both project communities out, push the different features, and people have a choice. And so that's pretty cool. Michael, I'm in as of 2 days ago. Well done, man. Well done. That's pretty cool. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so let's have a quick look at these charts. So this is Axion versus ETH actual. Okay, so that figure there is a manual figure based on a person who put 1 ETH in. There were 2 people on the day on the live stream that we did. so they confirmed that amount. These are based on being oversubscribed, so you can see the amounts that people got. Obviously these days not very good. This day here, that was the 50 ETH that went in. It missed. It's sniping the auction. That was it turned out to be Sheldon, who's got one of the big promoters, and he put 50 ETH in and it followed in. The team did the the community vote to compensate him for all his good work and to take out some of the pain, or more than the pain that he got on this, which was really unfortunate. And I'm sure as a community we like to see people do as well as they can, and so yeah, it's pretty neat. So that's how that goes. You can pause the video and look at those. Let's have a look at the ETH amount. So you can see the ETH volumes, 1803. That's amazing. And of course from that 1803, 1,443 was used to buy Axion on Uniswap. So pretty incredible. And if we think about how much that is, that's that times, I mean, this is at the current price, of course. That was $828,000 US on the 20th was used to do market buybacks. This was used to do awesome. And this is the Axion amount in millions. So this is what was in the auction each day. And obviously this is on a log scale, so it's a factor of 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. So it just allows you to compare the small auctions with the big mega auctions in the week. So that's how that's playing out. And obviously the small auctions here, as I'm repeating myself because I want people to understand this, are oversubscribed. So more ETH that's gone in, and so that they don't do as well as the Uniswap, generally speaking. Obviously you can get a 10% bonus using the link below, but they still don't. Where the mega auction is undersubscribed, we had the flow on. It was about 10.8 billion by my calculations into the current auction that's coming up on the 27th, and that's how that plays out. So I hope you enjoyed those chart updates. Yeah, I hope that's just giving you some insights, and so I want people to be able to have the information that they can make the best decisions for themselves. So cool. Still 1,999 holders from Hex to migrate to Axion. Yeah, nice figure there, Pedro. There's about 240,000 wallets. Of course, some of the wallets have a few Hex in them, but of the snapshot, how many was in the snapshot, Pedro? Do you know? If you do know, leave it in the link. I'm going to go back and have a look at the snapshot and think about that myself. It's quite an interesting question. So yeah, going to go back to the price. You can see it just bouncing off that channel floor. So we'll see where that heads at the moment. Obviously we had a slight pullback on Bitcoin, just slight. Last night it went from 19,250 down to 18,800, about there. So, and then Ethereum pulled back from 615, I think, back down to 580, somewhere in that, 575. So that's pretty much what's happening there. It's important to keep track of those too if you're monitoring your investments, as it were. People were making comments about birds being on the live stream yesterday, on the 1 hour live stream, and someone said, "Oh, the birds stopped the FOMO," or something like that. But just out the side of outside of my window is a whole ton of birds that like to chirp away. So I decided to make sure you couldn't hear them too loudly. Yeah, so pretty exciting. I like these new upgrades for sure. Now everyone's got all the information. Before they only had a couple of days, the dates are wrong, so it's looking much easier. Obviously there's 4 hours and 22 minutes to go on the auction. We've got 4.77 ETH in there, so that's pretty neat. And we're only a day and 4 hours away from the second mega auction, and that's pretty exciting. And it's now increased from 12.5 to almost 12.7 billion Axion up for grabs. And what's going to be really interesting is how many people were waiting on the sideline for the first auction to see just what would happen, because no one really was sure what would happen. But now we know that there's potential for more people to actually come in that may have been on the sideline, didn't get involved in the first mega auction, and will come in to the second mega auction here. So this one here. So we're 4 hours away from starting the 26th. There's only 4.7 million in there at the moment, so a small daily auction. and then we have the mega auction, which is super exciting. And obviously I'll do a big longest live stream for that one, so that's going to be a lot of fun to get involved with. And I'm going to actually doing a promo videos for this into a whole nother community. I talked about that yesterday. I was just thinking about the timing of doing that, so I'm going to do a promo video on another channel I have, which is a completely different community, but one that would cross over quite nicely. And I'm going to also be doing another video for general crypto community and the financial community on passive income and Axion as a great way of doing that. So I'm going to highlight all the benefits, namely the 5 main benefits being the 8% interest, the penalty fees, the big payday, longer pays better, and the auction buybacks. I'm going to highlight those as great high interest basically yield certificate of deposits that people can get involved with for passive income. And that obviously it's early days as we're in the launch phase, so that's pretty neat. So that's tracking on nicely. The claim, of course, claim form's been updated, so if you had Hex, a free claim of Hex, and you've already done it, it's gone. If you haven't done your Hex free claim, then it would still show up at the bottom here, but it's gone. So that's important to know. And but obviously if you get Hex 3T in any form, then that feature is still there to do your Hex 3T to Axian conversion. So that's pretty neat. And then of course we have the staking. So staking share rate, don't forget that keeps going up each day. So the earlier you stake, the more shares you're going to get. So if you're staking 100,000 shares, for example, you're going to get less than 1 now because it's already gone up to 103. So 97,356 for 1 day. Obviously, if you did 350 days, you're going to get close to that longer better, pays better, 20%. So you're going to get the shares today, which is much better to do it earlier. You're going to get the longer pays better, and you cross over to that big payday mark as well. So it's pretty neat. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And obviously you got the big payday down here stuff, so that's pretty neat. Let's go back to the chart and just watch that for a while. Let's have a see what's happening in the chat. Alex, migrate is not the right word. Free claim their free money is a better way to put it. Yeah, sure. That's the way I told it to a Hex whale the other day, so that works out well. Do you recommend selling a bit of the liquidity amount of Axion to re-enter the weekly auction on Friday? Well, basically on these channels we're not allowed to recommend stuff, but I'll just say it this way: some people are doing that strategy and will likely do that strategy for in the Uniswap versus the mega auction, because the first mega auction people were, like I say, making about 50% more in the mega auction versus the Uniswap price at that particular time. So whenever you're thinking about the auction, there's 2 main things: what's the Uniswap price doing, and how much Ethereum has gone in to impact the auction price, and therefore are you going to get a better deal? Obviously, if you're going to get the 10% referral and use a referral link, so that's important too. Michael, what date was the snapshot for Hex? 27th of May, from memory, 2020. I've got a video on that on the channel. It's been a while since I looked at it, but I think it was the 27th. Anyone can correct me if they feel that it's another date. Let me look on my channel. That's a good question, so I'll just have a look. Let me have a look. So I'm just gonna have to scroll my videos for a second. Just bear with me for a while. Listen to the nice jazz music. Play, play, play. Let's have a go. Now the Hex free claim. Let's have a look, see whether I've got it in the description. No, that's not the one I want, so let me go back again. Hex airdrop. Hex snapshot maybe. How to check the Hex snapshot. See what date that was. Might be one for the Discord maybe. I'm not sure whether it's free clan. Can't remember the can't remember if that's the one. It might not show up anything, but Hex free claim. Yeah, where's the date? Maybe it doesn't. 28th of May. There we are. Snapshot for the Hex free claims was taken on 28th of May. Almost got it right with the 27th. So I just posted that on the Discord channel. Sorry, on the live feed channel. So that's cool. It's pretty neat. I've added the Discord onto the viewing on Chrome, so now we can see that. So that's pretty cool. And the price just tracking at that 00035 mark, but definitely off those lows of 0003 that we had. So interesting channel there, and we should expect, typically on these Bollinger Bands, which is the blue lines, they typically may hit them at least maybe 3 times, and then sometimes 4 or 5 times, and then they bounce back down either into the middle or they float down to the bottom. So it's just a matter of where on the average it's moving. So looking interesting. I reckon it's going to beef up tomorrow, to be honest, a little bit, and we'll see what strategies people come out with. Thanks SA Home Buyer. Really appreciate your subscription and your involvement. It's really cool. Hope you're enjoying Axion. Yep, Axion rules, that's for sure. And so do Axion Knights. I think I like that one. Someone put that in yesterday. Maybe it was Alex. I don't know. Pedros. Can't remember now. Yeah, pretty cool. So once again, for those that missed it, we've got the auction that's still running in the day. We've had a look at some of the upgrades that have been on. Pretty neat. Obviously, you can do day and night, switch that around, so it's pretty cool. On Uniswap, we'll just have a refresh of that, check that out, and have a look at some of the stats. Now, I do a video at the end of the auction day, so that'll be in 4 hours, and I'll post that with the key figures. So basically, liquidity at the moment is 1.85 million US dollars. We can see that here it's just tracking on reasonably nicely. We've had 790,000 in volume the last 24 hours. We've got 2.56 billion Axion in the pool, 1,661 Ethereum. So those offset each other in value. We can see that we've got some swaps here that have been going on. So these are the ones that are on the page at the moment on the smaller side, but that people are just buying and selling. It's pretty neat. We got one there, 2,000 Axion 1,500. So you got a few bigger ones going on there. So it's pretty neat. Just 3 pages there. So you can see the volume chart just down here. So we've that 2 to 3 million, $4 million there. We want to get for the big mega auction. We'll probably hopefully get somewhere around this. So on the 20th we had 8.9 million US dollars. So hopefully with the mega auction coming in a day, just over a day, we'll get some more higher volumes on those. And once again, the stats at the moment: 265 billion Axion in the market, 122.5 billion circulating. We've got a circulating market cap of 45 billion US dollars. Pretty cool. Some of the staking stats, obviously, 53.8% staked at the moment, which is really good. 142.6 billion Axion stake over 15,516 stakes, and the average stake length is 934 days, so it's pretty stellar. And I still always love this figure because it's just mind-blowing. 842 members staked with 4.1 billion Axion for 15 years, so outstanding. Now, we didn't touch this earlier, but the Axion ecosystem, I don't know if you played with this already. I'm going to post this in the discussion, so you can see this as well. If you want to save this to your favorites, really important. So read a few of the chats before I continue. Yeah, looking forward to Friday auction, says Dan. Michael says Blockfolio's feed from Uni has been 0014 higher since I've added it. Okay, cool. Alex, the nice thing about the auctions is that they really benefit the stakers. That's true. So even if they're oversubscribed, any and all Ethereum that goes in, no matter what day it is, benefits the stakers, and the staking class does well. And once we've already talked about the 5 benefits that the stakers get. One of them is the auction Uniswap buybacks. So pretty neat. So here we are. We've got this is stake Axion and liquid Axion together, so you can either toggle them off. So I think I put that in the description to check out. You can see axionstats.info to see this page, so you can play along. There's got the ranges, so between 1 and 1,000 Axion, 1 and 1 million. It makes you a crab. So I don't know if you've worked out what you are. So a bit of fun. 1 million to 10 million is a fish. 10 million to 50 million Axion is octopus. And I noticed that on the Hex they've actually changed octopuses to I forget it just in the moment, but I'll try and remember later. They've actually changed the name. They had oily octopuses, they've changed it to something else. Dolphins is between 50 million and 100 million Axion, and so tiger sharks is 100 million to 500 million Axion. Great whites is 500 million Axion to just under 1 billion Axion, and then over 1 billion Axion held as whales. And you can sort of see the numbers for yourself, but a lot of the people are in these crabs and fish levels, and the octopus is not too bad either, over 10 million. So you're in a pretty good position, I think, if you're in any of these. Dolphins 196, tigers 188, and great sharks. So these are the heavy hitters. Well, I think any heavy hitters are sort of tigers or higher, but great whites and the whales, huge. If we take off the liquid, we can see the stake numbers alone. And we've got a lot of these whales and great whites are staked, and 135 tiger sharks. That's pretty cool. Let's just take off that and put on the liquid, and you can see 8 whales have got amount of Axion liquid, 17 great whites, 68 tiger sharks. So pretty neat. So you can sort of see that. I think it's pretty cool. Staked trees, we've got 119,550 trees contributed to. Almost 21 ETH, and just sitting around about $12,000 US. So that's pretty neat. Let's jump back to the price, see what's in the chat, happening in chat. Michael is a turtle, SA homebuyer turtle. Tinkering turtle, that's it. Sorry, tinkering turtle. Yeah, that's the one. So they've changed oily octopus on Hex to tinkering turtle. So let's see if we stay with octopuses. That'd be funny. So I don't know if Jack's watching or whatever, but let's see whether oily octopus stays. I think that tinkering turtle is just a bit more fun than an oily octopus, so it kind of makes more sense to me. Tinkering turtle. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, SA Home Buyer. Great stuff. Now, if you've just joined as well, we were looking at earlier the auction charts. So I've made a track of the data here with the auction so far, including the distribution of the ETH. We had 1,677 ETH so far go to Uniswap to buy over the last 12 days, valued at just under $1 million US. I mean, it's working as designed, right? Very awesome to see. Very awesome to see. And I'm pretty sure, Alex, you must appreciate that number. Almost $1 million US. Pretty cool. And yeah, the charts sort of speak for themselves in terms of what you would get out of the auction without the referral bonus. And there we are. That speaks for itself. The mega auctions are standing up above, shoulder above other auctions at the moment, and we've got another one in less than just over a day, so about another 27 hours away for the second mega auction. And as we know, that's going to have 12.7 billion at the moment, and it'll be slightly higher by the time we get there, with another day or so to go. So it's looking pretty huge. And with these charts, I just wanted you to show that you need to get the best value for yourself, so you need to always watch what the Uniswap price is, and the mega auctions seem to be the ones that get undersubscribed, and therefore they get better rates. So you can see this one here, and also you will also that we get the rollover from those mega auctions, and they seem to be following completely into the following week. I'm not sure if there's a small percentage of them that gets put into the daily auctions, but it looks like very much the vast bulk of it goes into the following weekly auction. Hence why we've got that 12.7 billion in here, because I estimated that 10.8 billion rolled over from the 20th, and 3.3 billion was paid out to the people that entered the auction on the 20th, which was the first mega auction. So that's pretty cool. Let's just jump over to Discord and have a quick look. Alex says can't wait for the next auction, this time with referral link. Yep, that's the way to go. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do 2 promo videos to different communities. So one will be to the general crypto audience on YouTube, and to the financial audience. So both of those two. It's going to be around passive income, and I'll be doing that for tomorrow. And the second one I'll be doing is to another channel that I've got, which is quite big, and I'm going to promote Axion to them as well. And they've picked up some other stuff that I've done, so that's pretty neat. Alex says, I wonder if it makes sense to have UI reminder user to get the referral so they don't miss out if it's beneficial to the community. Absolutely, that's a good suggestion. Maybe one for Discord, Alex. Maybe you could put that in Discord. Just put that to Jubin. I think he'll like that one, just to do a UI upgrade. There might actually be on Discord what have we got? We've got the support ticket. No, we have help desk. You probably just put it in the main chat and see what they think. Just seeing whether we've got next evolution, staking strategies, liquidity providers in Discord, translation, Axion conversion, 555 designs, price feed, news, bot spam, Axion today designs, testnet discussions, side banner, pinned messages. It doesn't seem to be anything obvious there. I just put it in the main general chat and just hit up Jubin on that idea. Light says, why hasn't the price moved up in a while? Well, the market does what the market does, and so we're just waiting to see, because even Hex is on the low at the moment. So, but we're expecting either price to move up tomorrow or actually on the mega auction day. So we'll see what happens. Price does move around a while. I think we're still in that early phase too. It's only day 12, and so people are just still getting a feel for the economic energy, as it were, of the Axion platform. The benefits, how it plays out, the auctions, how they play out, and so I think that's probably in there as well. We've also had obviously Hex with the free claims, and the Hex has just come through their post their launch phase, so that part of the community is still working itself out as well, and therefore the Hex prices are down to 003 at the moment, just above 003. So we'll see how that happens. Yeah, we're all we're really, this second auction is going to be helpful to start to really underpin, get a couple of those auctions under our belt, those mega auctions, which have huge economic energy. I mean, you can see that in the charts. So if I go back to the charts and look at the Ethereum that's gone to the mega auction versus the Ethereum that's gone to everything else, that there's a big deal, right? And so we need another one of those, and we'll see what players are sitting on the sidelines. And obviously we've got more Hex free claimers and more just general people coming from both in the crypto community and outside the crypto community. And also we're still in that launch phase. We're only day 12, day 350, and the community is still growing, and the community itself needs to push out the growth in the community as well, so that you push up the price over time, especially when you have 54% staking. So if we go back to the stats, we've got that 54% staking, and so you really want to get that community up. But the 5 benefits that Axion has stand out in the marketplace, and Axion is definitely a force to be reckoned with moving forward. Alex K, I assume it needs to be a different ETH address. If you're self-referring, Alex, yeah. But feel free to hit the link below if you want to get 10% bonus. Alex K, Axion to Hex is roughly 10 to 1 in price. Let's see how it tracks at the time. Nothing wrong with some friendly competition. Yeah, sure. And that will be ongoing. So I think the Ivan on Tech video is going to be, I think it was comparing Hex to Axion to Hex, or Hex versus X, one of those 2 titles. So we look forward to that. That should be out any time. So if anyone finds that, feel free to post that in Discord if you get the first up to those. In cryptos we trust. What's up, guys? A lot. We're watching the price, trying to look at auction mechanics and strategies, market strategies to auction strategies. It's pretty cool. And also the upgrades that we've had on the Axion platform. We were just going through those. We've got a whole list now of auction prices, past auctions on the list, which makes it much easier to follow. The dates have seemed to have been made simple, so there's no flip over of the dates. So it's pretty neat. We also had, if you've already free claimed your Hex, then your Hex is gone. The Hex thing, which is neat because people were getting confused, but the penalties still accruing, so that confusion's gone now. Obviously, if you're still getting an airdrop with one of the manual airdrops, or you've still got Hex 3T in your wallet, you can still do the claim. Just remember that the later you claim, the more penalties there are, so it's best to just claim as soon as you can. And then obviously staking, better to stake earlier because the share rate's slowly climbing, and we talked about that. So, and longer pays better, big payday. So huge to consider that, and obviously the big payday's just wrapping up there with the features there, so it's pretty neat. So you hit the chat, see what's happening. Dan, the geeky man, funny, I've just discovered I'm watching this at 3 AM in the UK. Struth, was going to go to bed late, but seeing the live stream going and stayed up. Nice one, Dan. I appreciate your watching, getting involved. Growing community, it's going to be awesome. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button and like. That'd be much appreciated. It helps with the algorithms. And yeah, so you'll probably see me post. I'm going to post the end of auction video today in about 3 or 4 hours, and then tomorrow I'm going to do 2 promo videos. One on this channel about passive income with Axion, and that's for the wider crypto and YouTube audience. And number 2, I'm going to be putting a video on another channel I have, which is fairly decent, with a very attractive community that will hopefully bring up some more, make some more Axionites from that community and keep growing day after day, week after week. So also in the future, I'm just about headed up to 900 subscribers, so once I get to that 1,000, I'm going to look at a giveaway. Or maybe a structured couple of little giveaways. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to structure that. I've got a couple of ideas, but I need just to make a decision about that. And so that should be fun. And so hopefully that helps even smaller people involved with Axion get some more Axion. Maybe if you're where's the stats gone? If you're a crab or shrimp, you might be keen on getting some of those rewards. Or even a fish, so they'll be coming up when I hit the 1,000 subscribers, and that should also help with the algorithms as well, and getting a bit more YouTube friendliness, as it were, in terms of promoting videos and keywords and stuff like that. So that's coming up. Now I'm going to push this back to the price chart, and here we are, just sitting on that channel bottom at 00035. We'll see what happens with that over time. Has anyone been making any buys on Uniswap at this, with the price being lower on this lower channel? Just let me know in the chat. Appreciate that. there's always somebody buying at some time. So we'll just jump back to Discord and see what's going on here. Right, so I better buy more early. No, I'm waiting for auction. So panic buyer, I think that's what most people are doing. I feel support. Yeah, so those mega auctions are going to become way more important, I think, and hopefully I've helped illuminate some of those, some of the benefits of the mega auction, and help people get the most value out of their ETH when they put it in. So that's pretty neat. See what else is going on there. If you are having an issue with the website, or buy dozens of Uniswap or any other technical issue, you can open a support ticket. Yeah, it's good to know. So if anybody on this live stream is having an issue with the websites or buying tokens on Uniswap, you can get some support ticket and get one-to-one mod support, which is pretty cool. It's also private only, so you might put on a few of these. Kind of like Discord with all the stuff compared to Telegram, so it's pretty cool. And obviously you don't have all the bots attacking all the time. It's pretty cool. But if we spend our ETH, which is worth more than Axion, don't we lose money? Okay, I'm new to this crypto stuff. Pretty cool. Dan the Geeky Man. Funny, I've just discovered. Oh yeah, I've read that one already. I thought I had skipped one there. So I hope you guys are enjoying the jazzy music. No birds today, of course. Kept the bird noise out from outside, interrupting. Now, I don't know if you've seen, there's a number of things. He's got his channel on Discord, so you can follow that. I think it's Relaxin with Axion. So we'll just jump on there, relaxinwithaxion.com. So you can jump on that. We'll have a quick look at that while we're on here. So this is his channel. Number of things, and it's got auction daily. Just some information. It's got what is Axion. Do not emergency end state. Load me up for some videos, so it's pretty cool. So you can check out this channel. I'll leave it in the description. You can see that one. Add that to your favorites as well. Some news headlines, just different stuff that's going on. Forbes is Axion the premier cryptocurrency of 2020. So it's pretty neat. Business Insider, Yahoo, generate up to 8% APR with Axion. So I'll probably actually use some of this material for my passive income promotion of Axion as a certificate of deposit for tomorrow. And it got some extra other stuff on there, so it's pretty neat. So that's Relaxing with Axion and so forth. So it's pretty cool. But if we spend our ETH, that is a good, which is worth more than Axion, don't we lose money? So if the auction isn't overbid, then undersubscribed, you will get Axion at a better rate than you would on Uniswap, which is what I've been saying in this video, and with the Excel spreadsheet that I showed. So you can see that clearly on this chart here. 80% of your ETH is spent buying back Axion from the Uniswap and distributed to stakers, so that benefits the wider community. And then for 14 days, if you win in the auction, it gets auto staked. So if you enter the auction, it gets auto staked. So it's really important that you remember that. Some people ask, I claimed my auction bid. So they claimed their auction bid from my bets, and they didn't have any. They didn't know where their Axion went. But of course, it goes to staking. So it jumps from the auction page under my bets to staking, so it's important to know that. If you want to get better staking rewards, you can stake your Axion for longer periods and receive better rewards. Support to reward the network participation. So the whole idea is this to get more staked. The more people got staked, the less there is to sell on the market. It's basically the idea. let it fall, opportunity to get cheaper. So let's jump back to the price. Just bouncing still at 0005. So we'll see where that heads at the moment. In cryptos we trust. Oh, sorry. Hex LED. Hey, I noticed that the interest seems to be significantly higher than the big payday amounts. Will those amounts increase over time? Well, the reward payments have daily interest, and the reward pool has daily interest, and the Axion coming in from the auctions, Uniswap buybacks. Will those amounts increase over time, or are they set per stake? They set, well, they'll probably increase in time in some regards. It depends. There's a lot of factors. There's the auctions. Depends what the auctions will. I think the auctions over time will get smaller and smaller and smaller as the overflows slow down. And obviously we've got to get more of the hex-free claimers on the snapshot. I think penalties will go up over time as people do some funny things with penalties. People forget to claim their matured stakes and things like that. Penalties will start rising. Obviously at the beginning we're only on day 12. Penalties are on the low side. And big payday numbers will keep growing. That's correct, Alex, because the penalties rise over time. So the big payday numbers will keep growing. In cryptos we trust, sitting back, relaxing. Yeah. So a number of things. Old catchphrase for Pyrobank was relax and dibs, and he makes rap songs and music stuff around about that. So you can actually see a number of things on YouTube channel. He's a pretty good guy, and he's been appointed as a official community manager or community liaison or something, or community promoter, something like that for Axion. It was on the announcement about a week ago or something like that from memory. So congratulations to a number of things. He does some fun little videos, and he had a live stream earlier today, so you can check that on YouTube. Number of things. He's got a live stream for that. I think I'm not sure if it was on a relaxing site or whether it was on his own site, number of things site. But if you haven't followed him, go give him a sub. He'd appreciate that. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I imagine all the benefits are just going to keep growing to stakers. Stakers, the rewards will be huge. Obviously, interest is at inflation at 8%. You've got the bigger auction buybacks at the moment, particularly in the front end of the launch phase. You've got the penalties that will increase over time. You've got the big payday and the longer pays better term, so that benefits you too. Just going to have a quick look at that. I will probably pull up the white paper and do a few things on the white paper in another stream. So where am I going here? Yeah, I forgot where I was heading now. I was going to be looking at something, but that's right. Longer pays better. So here on staking, so longer pays better over here. So I think we put in 100,000 earlier, just as an example, and 365. See, if you put it in for a year, it gives you 20,000. If you put in every year, adds another 20% or whatever. So I think it's 365 up to 5 years. So 365 years is 1825. That gives you 100,000 there. So that's how that works. Pretty neat. If we did 2 years, that equals 2 years is 730 days. That gives you 40. So it's a pretty big deal on the 100,000. So just remember that when you're staking. The longer stakes better. And obviously passing the big payday, that's important. So, sorry if my question was overcomplicated. Okay, cool. Where the big payday numbers come from? Thank you so much for answering our questions and making so many videos. No, I appreciate it, loving it, Hex Ed. And it was so cool that you saw me on Crypto Copy's live stream. I haven't been on too many of his live streams. That was probably the longest time I've ever spent on this one. I really love his channel, and I think he's great, and he does some really good technical videos too for Hex, but the green screen does get me a little bit with its fuzziness. Takes me a while to get used to that. So big payday. So let's have a look on Axion under staking, and you obviously got you cross over the big payday when you stake, but here's the big payday here. So these are big paydays. That's where it accrues. So hopefully that helps. There's a nice little pop-up that you can read, so you can read that. First year, there's 5 big paydays. First year is 10%. I'm not sure if that's showing up on the screen, but the first year is 10%. The second year is 15%. The third year is 20%. The fourth year is 25%. The fifth year is 30%, and that's of the payday pools. Big payday is designed for the annual distribution of Axion tokens unclaimed for Hex. Okay. Every year for 351 days, the amount accumulated in the big payday pool will be distributed among the stakers for 350 days or more. Alright, so that's very important. And in addition to the tokens that get into big payday from the exchange of Hex, for Axion, big payday is replenished with tokens according to the following formula, where big payday pool equals the daily pool plus big payday tokens times 1 plus the critical mass bonus plus virality bonus, where the critical mass bonus is the ratio of exchanged Hex and shares tokens to their total supply on the snapshot day. Virality bonus is the ratio of addresses that changed Hex and shares to the total number of addresses on the day of the snapshot. So you don't need to know all that, but basically that's how you get it. Alex K, it's not fuzziness, it's saintly halo. So that's that. Pretty cool. I hope you guys are enjoying these. Hex Elt. I'll hopefully see you on another YouTube live stream, making some comments. So that's pretty cool. We've had 26 concurrent viewers, so that's pretty cool on this hourly price and auction chat. We've got 22 likes, which is nice. So if you haven't liked the video already, click like, and if you haven't followed this channel, subscribe. Michael Kudos, I saw Moses, nice one. That sounds very biblical. And definitely Axion will part the seas, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Yeah, pretty neat. So let's just jump back to the price chart. It's just popped below that support level on here, just as we're slowly coming to an end of this live stream. So it's just hit 00034. So we'll see where it might go to. Let's have a look. It could go to, we just take that away, might potentially go to this level, so 00032. If it falls below that, it looks like it could go, the next line would be down to 00026, but it's still a long way to go before that. So we'll wait and see what happens around here. Alex K, see you in a few hours for the auction close. Yeah, definitely, Alex. I'll be posting a video for that. Cherry Pure, pretty awesome. Been in Axion since July or so. Keep it up. Yep, onwards and upwards. That's the catchphrase for Axion and Axionites. Dan the Geeky Man. These live streams every day at the same time, like 3 AM or so. Yeah, give or take. I'm going to be doing them more often like that. Typically around that time. So what I started about it's 3:20 PM here. So I started around that time. I'll probably start maybe 3 o'clock here, somewhere like that, and occasionally maybe half an hour earlier. But that's it. So it's been pretty much 1 hour. We're at 59 minutes to go. So I'm gonna end the live stream pretty much. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I think we covered a lot of great topics. I hope that I've been able to give you more insights to the auction information, and so that you guys are making the best decisions for yourselves. And we've got the mega auction coming up in just over a day. That's the huge energy for the Axion project going in the initial launch phase. So pretty cool. And I will catch you then. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you, everybody. And we're going to end it now. Cheers.